I think we have a problem.
What is it, Fenrig? This meat stuff is going to polish itself, you know.
Never mind all that. Come and look at what's going on in the courtyard.
Hey, you can't park there. Where am I supposed to park my Fiesta?
Those bloody elites. We offer them better pension plans than the Covenant, and this is how they repay us? Look at how they've parked that Wraith.
That's not even the worst of it, my wizarding compatriots. Yesterday, one of the Banshee almost got lodged in the tower's slit. I thought I'd have to squirt him out with suspicious fluid.
Who even hired these bozos?
Those 3 podcasting idiots down in the shed. Why do we even keep them? I told them that the double denim idiots from Streets of Rage would be a better choice.
Hey you. Yes you, get away from my car. Right you fucking cumblood, prepare for the beasting of a lifetime.
Welcome to Shart Select.
Hello everyone and welcome to Shart Select, recorded on location from the shed at the bottom of the Wizard's Tower. This episode is sponsored by the Ministry for Cum Homunculi, providing questionable servants for all your magical needs in 2020. Yes, welcome to Shart Select. I am Winstolf and I am joined, as ever, by the sultry Ryan.
Hello.
And I'm also joined by his, possibly a homunculus but still beautiful brother, Stu. Stu?
We are a weekly gaming podcast recorded under orders from said bunch of worryingly bizarre wizards who live in a firm, satisfyingly rigid tower. If you enjoy the show, please don't forget to subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or whatever bloody podcast service you use, and help us reach more unfortunate people. If you would like to contact us with any ideas, feedback, or just for a lovely chat, then we can be reached at Shart Select Pod on Twitter and all other socials. We also have a Patreon at www.patreon.com/ShartSelect, where you can pledge to gain access to our extra drip tray episodes along with various other gubbins. And with that said, let's get the fuck on with it, eh? Guys, there's somebody at the door.
Again?
Yeah, I think there is. Stu, you get it this time. Oh yes, just the one I've been looking for. Why is it always the fucking... Move out of my way. I want a word with all of you. Who are these grief burritos you keep talking to?
Ooh, as in Jordan. Or James.
Ooh, as in Jordan. Who's as in Jordan? Tell me who they are now.
Podcast people, right?
Another podcast.
I hear that you've been telling them about our secrets, about us buying colour-coded gimp suits for you. Well...
Oh, that was supposed to be a surprise, was it?
Sorry?
Was that supposed to be a surprise?
Well, you weren't supposed to tell them. Now they've ordered some as well, and I've got to make some for them too. I'm not a gimp suit summoning service, you know.
Can't you just get some homunculus to make them?
You don't understand. They make subpar products. I have to sacrifice a virgin to create magical ones. How do you think they fit so snugly?
Oh, that's alright, don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. Oh, by the way, before I go back upstairs, don't forget your new duties. After Sandra, the receptionist, quit. You have to take her phone calls now, okay?
Yeah, what do you mean, take the phone calls?
Do you not know what a...
I'm just going to let it ring out. I'm just going to let it ring out. They can leave a message.
They can leave... What? You can leave a message?
Yeah.
The joys of technology, fine. But if you get any messages, do let me know what they are. In fact, just see if there's any now, please.
I'm gone.
What, are you just going to stand there and wait?
Yes.
Why don't you come in?
No. It smells like cum and dirty underpants in there. And that's just stew.
Are you going to leave the door open?
Yes.
Oh, crap, how do you even work this fucking thing?
I don't know. I've never used a phone before. I use a summoning square.
Alright, hang on.
Sometimes
Hang
a
on, I
raven.
think I worked it.
Ironhide, I need you. I've been sat in this traffic jam for 6 hours. No, I can't make a U-turn. I'm a truck. There's thousands of elites congesting the roads. I can see the tower ahead, but I can't move. There's only one person who could be behind this. Megatron.
Well, that's awkward.
Maybe you have to sort those elites out then.
Are you telling me what to do, you little cumrag, and not Master
you hired
Cumrag?
them.
I did hire them, and they're very good. Unfortunately, there's a lot of them, and they all ride around on shiny purple vehicles. But anyway, I'm going to go and deal with that right now. I suggest you little bastards carry on podcasting, and make sure you don't...
Maybe we need a...
What?
So maybe we need a valet.
A valet.
To park the elites. Yeah.
Yes, maybe that's something we can look into in future.
Why are there spaceships that look like dicks?
I don't know. Isn't everything just a metaphor for sex nowadays? Why do people keep thinking that I'm into this kind of thing? They laugh at the tower and my meat staff, and I don't know why. Anyway, fuck you guys. Get on with Ryan's surprise. Alright, I think he's gone. That was awkward.
Did he just shut the door then with his ass cheeks as he went out?
He did. I couldn't say anything. Because when the door opened, he slammed it in my face whilst I was trying to hide behind it from him. I was unconscious for several seconds. Fucking wizards. Anyway.
So now we've got to take messages.
Yeah, I guess now we have to keep checking the answer phone from time to time then. That's good, isn't it?
I didn't know Optimus Prime was coming to the tower.
I didn't know Optimus Prime was part of this universe, but I guess he is.
Well, it must be on his way for when we were off after, like henchmen. Maybe the Autobots wanted to join in.
Which
just got stuck in traffic.
Didn't they apply then?
Yeah, idiots. He can't transform and roll out whenever they want the job. It's not how it works.
Oh, he's going to miss his bloody... He probably missed the application for this boss role as well, hasn't he?
Well, he's not even a boss. He's Optimus Prime.
I suppose he's a boss for the Autobots, isn't he?
He's not a video game boss, which is the very specific criteria that the Wizards asked us to recruit from.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, I think Master Fenrig was going on about Ryan's surprise then. I suppose we best get that done with, don't we?
Yeah, we can do if you like.
All right, go on then, Ryan. What have you got for us this week, my friend?
I just saw this funny story, so it made me chuckle, so I thought I'd share it with you.
Go on then, let's have it.
It's a true story as well. True story.
Ooh.
I have to excuse how I butcher this poor man's name, and I've got to try my best. It's Aimo Koivunen.
Ivo Koivunen.
Yeah. He was a Finnish soldier in World War II, and its first documented case of a soldier overdosing on methamphetamine during combat.
Oh, I like it already.
Yeah. So Koivunen was assigned on a ski patrol on the 20th of April 1944 along with several other men. 3 days into their mission, on the 18th of March, the group were attacked and surrounded by Soviet forces, from which they managed to escape. Koivunen became fatigued after skiing for a long distance but could not stop. He was also the sole carrier of an army-issue pervitin, or methamphetamine, a stimulant used to remain awake while on duty. So this bloke had trouble pulling out a single pill, so he emptied the entire bottle of 30 capsules into his hand and took them all. So I know, yeah, it's mental. He had a short burst of energy, but then entered a state of delirium and lost consciousness. He remembered waking up the following morning, separated from his patrol, having no supplies. In the following days, he escaped Soviet forces once again, was injured by a landmine, and laid in a ditch for a week waiting for help.
Canal.
Carries on. After skiing more than 250 miles, 400 kilometers. Yeah. He was found and admitted into a nearby hospital where his heart rate was measured at 200 beats per minute. Double the average human heartbeat, and he was weighing only 43 kilograms, 94 pounds.
What the fuck?
I know, yeah. In the week Kovian was gone, he was kept alive by only living on pine buds and a single Siberian jay that he caught and ate raw.
I love this guy.
I know. There's a picture of him. You have to look it up on Wikipedia, but his eyes are like wide open. And he looks like he's seen some shit.
What do you reckon? When he lost consciousness, what do you reckon he was teleported to this fucking place?
It's skiing 250 miles and like at a raw bird. Like walked on a landmine and he had a heart rate of 200 beats per minute.
And on the way through, he tripped out, went through the haunted forest, hung out with the dummy thick man for a bit, and then woke up again back in Finland.
Like 30 tablets of meth.
Maybe that's the Tetris Man's origin story.
Oh, yes! No, because I think the Tetris was Russian, isn't it? Unless he tried to copy him and it went wrong.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe
It'd be the Soviet chasing him.
Maybe the Russians tried to like copy him like this super soldier serum, and they just ended up creating a Tetris Man instead of another Finnish guy tripping balls on meth.
Like the difference between the Red Skull and Captain America.
Yeah.
Oh, Hail Hydra. I like it. So, I mean, fucking hell, Ryan. That was one of the funniest ones in a while. I enjoyed that one. I enjoyed that. Now, listen up, people. In this season 5 of Shart Select, we're going to try and introduce a bit of a new game, but it's going to be an ongoing one. And Stu's going to talk us through the rules before hitting us with his entry. Do you want to do that
first?
Yeah, man. You're first.
So it's an overly long name game, but it's an epically long, overly long name game.
Fair enough. Catchy.
And there's 3 of them. And
Okay.
if you can guess all 3 correctly, you'll win a prize.
A real prize, which is
A real
physical.
prize.
Not just saying, yeah, you're working the Wizard's Tower there.
That is still a real prize if you want to be a wizard.
Oh yeah, that's true. I'm not diminishing it, but I mean competition prizes, you know. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, you'll get a physical object for which will be delivered by a postman or a raven.
Yeah.
I'm going to donate
His sperm.
as well. I could be persuaded. I was going to say my pressured copy of Viva Pinata.
What? That's a hell of a prize.
I'll sign it as well.
So you kind of are donating your sperm because that disc is fucking crusted with it, mate.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, when you open the box, that'll be like bloody peeling open and bloody chocolate covered fucking croissant.
It'll be like breaking open the Ark of the Covenant. I will also throw the game in.
Opening a cheese toasty.
Or for our American listeners, a grilled cheese sandwich. Because that's what they call it.
Semi-corral.
I have a
Maybe
grilled
that's where
cheese
Optimus Prime's
sandwich.
going.
Yeah, he was. He was on his way to the Semi Corral for a grilled cheese sandwich. That's what he was doing. Maybe he was looking for the prospector. Maybe we should bring him back sometime.
What do you mean, bring him back?
Well, we kind of trapped him in that mine and stole all his Shart Select he was mining for. What's he was mining for? Thick boys or something, wasn't it?
Thick boys.
Yeah, we stole it all, didn't we? And locked him in. He'll be back one day. Right, anyway, let's talk about that. Go on, Stu, go ahead.
Let me read it out then. Alright, because this is the first one. May the reign of pulped bark reshapen into wonderful creatures and stuffed with joy-bringing sweet-coloured goods be long and prosperous, but alas, there's a catastrophic event happening in this wonderful, perfect land.
Nice. I like it. You've learned well, Stu.
What? It's like a little story.
Yeah, you've done well, my Padawan.
It's a long name game.
It's made something else long.
Mine feels woefully inadequate now.
Well, get enlarging it.
Yeah, well,
I have been.
Well, more than.
I think you need to repeat it again, though,
yeah,
Stuart.
one more time for the fans at home.
May the reign of pulped bark reshapen into wonderful creatures and stuffed with joy-bringing sweetened goods be long and prosperous, but alas, there's a catastrophic event happening in this wonderful, perfect land.
This is beautiful. It brings a tear to my meatus.
Oh, I've got another fucking voicemail.
Oh, what? Who is it now?
I don't know. Hang on. Try and work the fucking buttons on this fucking thing. Where is it?
Try pressing the big button that says play messages.
I'm trying it, one sec. I think it's working.
we got to make a choice, Morty. You got to select it. It's called Shart Select, Morty. That's the name of the podcast. You look at these guys. They got these like opinions and these characters, Morty. They're like wizards in a tower, Morty. I mean, maybe that's not the best example. I mean, quite realistically, what's a wizard other than Goro's sleeve with a human attached? I mean, look, Morty. Morty, look, they also got leads from Halo, Morty. It's like a xenomorph had sex with a predator and the fetus got bored halfway through. And also, like, I mean, realistically, the elites. I mean, what do you guys believe in an inherently class-based system? It's damn it. But I mean, what do I know? I'm just a jackal. Hey, Morty, we gotta choose, Morty. Do we want to listen, Morty? You listen to the podcast, Morty.
Was that Rick Sanchez?
Sounded like it, didn't it?
Does he know the wizards as well?
Apparently, well, I never knew any of these characters knew the wizards.
No, I'm quite surprised. I mean, A, I thought they were fictional, and B, they know the wizards. I thought they were just three creepy losers. Turns out they've got famous friends.
I thought, Fenrig's the most famous of all, and he only starred partially in the game for probably about half an hour back in 2006.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
One game.
He's brought fame with him. Clearly, his one turn up in Dark Messiah was all he needed to fund his life of fame and debauchery.
Maybe we get to meet these people since we live in not Earth.
Well, he sees us as second-class citizens, so he's not going to bother introducing us, is he?
Yeah,
we just answer his phone and parade in gimp suits for him.
I want to have a go in Optimus Prime, though.
What do you mean, have a go in him?
Well, it's a fucking lorry, isn't he? You can't go in it.
You want to ride him, don't you?
He might not be into that kind of thing.
You want to sit in his saddle, don't you? The driver's seat.
I want to go in his cockpit.
I was going to say become intimate with his cockpit, but
so as from a previous episode, we decided that trucks actually have saddles in them.
Yeah,
because they're wild beasts.
That's true. Yeah.
When you have to put them in the semi-corral.
Do you know what else has been seen in the semi-corral of late? That demon Vengabus.
He's not, is it? Yeah,
he has. He's actually eaten several semis.
I thought that he was just a myth, and that song was just to warn people.
Well, that's what I've heard, but sightings are sightings, man. Apparently you heard 90s Dutch dance classic, and then that's it, game over.
Why does he play his own song?
He's like some scally from the early 2000s playing his R&B theme tune on his Nokia as he goes down to Tesco Express. It's the same thing. Gets you bragging points.
I am the Vengabus. I am Vengabus. Oh, bow before me. I'm coming.
Is that what your wife after this, Stu?
I'm coming. Receive me.
The floodgates are... Okay. That's enough of that. Fucking hell. Should we hit the main feature?
Yeah, I think we should.
AKA what the wizards are having us do today. Because these elites are really out of control and they're parking their bloody ghosts everywhere and stuff.
Well, clearly, yeah. Optimus Prime couldn't get in. Rick Sanchez is even complaining about him.
Yeah, well, the wizards have asked us to basically employ a boss from a video game to look over them. I said, why don't you just use the prophets from Halo? But he said that they're shit and they've got necks like willies.
Oh, yeah, they do like ball bag chins, don't they?
And they're a different species. We only actually hired the elites.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. All I know is they want some bosses. So we've got a bit of a short list. Who wants to go first? Ryan, do you want to lead it?
We have a look on the actual applicants.
Yeah, I've got a big pile of paper.
Where is it here?
I don't know how some of them have actually written, because some of them can't write, but I assume they've got people to do it for them.
Let's have a look. Hi, wizards. Here's a letter from someone. Let's have a read of it. I recently encountered your application for a second-to-last boss in your wizard's tower, and I thought to myself, oh, brother, I should go for this. I have prior experience at leading weird henchmen, and even have an army of brainless genome soldiers. I managed to capture an Alaskan nuclear waste facility. I'm also excellent at disguising as people. I hate my brother, and look damn fine in these sunglasses.
Oh, who's that from then?
That's got to be Liquid.
Oh, yeah. Liquid Snake, brother. That guy, isn't he? Liquid. Yeah, he's the one. He's famous for wearing a big trench coat, but no top underneath it.
I know, yeah. That's
What if he
weird, isn't it?
possesses your arm and makes you wank people off?
He might do. I mean, that could be one of his moves.
That's only if you cut his arm off, isn't it?
Put it on you.
Okay.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, if you lose your arm and then you attach liquid arms to yours, that's when his arm takes over your body, and then you sort of become liquid. You become Liquid Stewart then.
Liquid Stewart. I want to see Liquid Stewart. Just Stu's there, just talking away. He goes, "Hello, brother," to you, right?
Yeah,
that'd be amazing. Hello, brother. Did you like my tap-out T-shirt? Oh, that'd be good. Yeah. So Liquid Snake, does he come with a Hind Didi? I think because a Soviet-era attack helicopter could be useful.
See, though, it says he's got an army of brainless genome soldiers. That was actually a Psycho Mantis that was keeping him in check.
Oh, yeah, true. And those guys did come for an interview for the enemies, and we rejected them because they were shit.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that could be awkward, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we might have to turn him down, Ryan.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, that's
Seems
all
like
right.
a bit of a loose cannon as well.
Yeah, I would...
And you have to kill him like 5 times as well in the game to defeat
that
him.
could go in his favour, to be fair. If he's persistent. He never gives up. He'll give it 110%. Fair play. But those genome soldiers are dog poo.
And he has weird mechs. Like, why would you put the cockpit in like the fucking groin of a robot?
No, Metal Gear Rex's... Oh, that was Ray, wasn't it, with the cock?
Yeah.
Because Rex had it in its sort of what looks like a mouth. But yeah, you ever seen that other game that Hideo Kojima did, Zone of the Enders?
I've seen you play it.
Yeah, where the the cockpit is literally the cock, and when it flies...
Oh, that's what I was thinking of then.
When it flies...
It becomes erect, doesn't it?
Yeah, the mech gets an erection, so the pilot can see whilst it's flying. It's very strange. But anyway, we aren't employing Zone of the Enders mech, so sod that. Next up on the list, I've just seen an application for some reason on the list it's spelled as Bowser, but I think it's Bowser from Mario. Have you guys met him before? Big fella, it's like a dragon turtle thing.
Yeah, well, we have to...
Oh, these are the other applicants.
Yeah, well...
I wouldn't even bother reading most of their applicant letters, to be honest. Let's just try and roll some off. You know, like Bowser, for example, is a big dragon turtle. I don't want him foaming around the place. And like we said, it'd attract Mario.
Yeah, that's true.
Bowser's sound, though.
Now, I feel sorry for him because he's married Princess Peach. He's just trying to run the shit, and then this...
Just wants a quiet life.
Yeah, and there's fucking Mario. Oh, I've come to rescue you, Peach! It's like, you're not rescuing me.
He's a big, scaly Bernie Eccleston. He's got, like, all sorts going on. He's got his Grand Prix to run. He's got tennis tournaments.
Yeah.
He's got the Smash tournament.
And he lets Mario enter all of them. Because he's a nice man. He feels sorry for Mario. And I was like, oh, Peach! Fucking come on, what? And he's like, mate, she's left you. Give it up, it's over. She fucking loves me. And then he's crying on the front. She fucking loves me. And they have to come and take him away.
Doing mushrooms.
Yeah, well, doing more methamphetamines than a Finnish soldier. Yeah, you're right. Poor Bowser. I don't want to put the stress on him.
No, he's busy man.
Yeah, definitely. Well, yeah, we'll gently turn him down.
We've got a couple more here from Metal Gear. We can't really take any more Metal Gear applicants, can we, since we turned down Liquid?
Yeah, true. It'd be really awkward if we...
off Psycho Mantis, Cyborg Ninja, The End, and Rex himself.
Oh, how did the mech write an application letter?
I don't know.
Maybe he got Liquid to write it for him. See how nice is Liquid doing that for Metal Gear Rex?
It's pretty nice.
Yeah, so he could sneak 2 applicants in, innit? Because if we took Rex, then obviously Liquid would come in and go on the pilot.
Yeah, nice try, Liquid. You're a scamp. I mean,
and I know the end applied and everything, but he sleeps in stasis like 99% of the time.
Yeah, you have to build a hangar for him.
So it's not going to... Yeah, it's not going to be looking after the elites, is it?
Yeah, to power him up, you have to get a gullible hero to get a key card, hot then cold. I mean, who's got time for that? Yeah, let's turn him down. I've got an application letter here, guys.
What key card, hot then cold?
I thought that's what you have to do in Metal Gear Solid, wasn't it? You have to get a key card, hot then cold.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the end here.
What, the old man with the sniper rifle?
The end. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I mean, we could employ him, but again, he'd probably just die, wouldn't he?
Yeah, so where are you talking about the key cards from?
I was thinking Metal Gear. I thought we were talking about Metal Gear Rex still.
No, because you mentioned the end.
I meant the end of the game.
Oh, for God's sake, Craig.
Anyway, let's talk about the end then.
I just did, but you were talking about some key cards.
Yeah, well...
Anyway. He's an old man that sleeps most of the time and sits in a wheelchair, and he's got really pokey out eyeballs.
Oh, he has weird eyeballs.
Don't like him.
And here's the thing, right? All someone has to do is shoot him when he's in his wheelchair, or fast forward the clock in real life until he dies.
Yeah, just start the encounter and let him snipe for 2 weeks. You just piss off somewhere and come back in 2 weeks' time and they die.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me have a look. I'm going to read another letter out.
Yeah, come on, let's power on.
Let's have a look at this letter here. To the wizards. Some say I have mummy issues, and yes, my pride has, in the past, made me burn down entire villages. Don't worry, they got rebuilt.
Nice.
I am very experienced in smuggling genetic samples out of corporate buildings, using proxies to do my dirty work, and impaling flower girls through the chest. Let me join you, and I'll summon a meteor just for you.
That's that bloody Sephiroth from Final Fantasy, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I mean, he's all right, but he's totally emo. I mean, again, I think he's followed the Liquid Snake school of fashion. He's got like, long hair and a long coat and wears no top underneath it. And he has a silly big sword. And he's just spoiled a scene from a 23-year-old game, so that might kick some people off. So no, we can't employ him. What do you guys think?
No. No.
Yeah, he looks a bit silly.
Yeah, and people...
He wouldn't fit the aesthetic of the tower.
Yes, exactly. And plus, Final Fantasy fanboys can get a little bit angry sometimes, and I don't want them coming around here.
We don't want any weebs knocking around the tower as well.
Unless they're good weebs, then they can come and hang around with us. But not angry Final Fantasy fanboys. They're not good weebs. They're bad weebs. Sephiroth, leave him alone! It's all like that. It's a bit much.
Suck him off.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what some people call him.
All right.
that famous final boss music. Da, 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 suck him off. It's less said about that, the better. So anyway, what other entrants have we got here?
I've just seen one that have made me burst out laughing before.
Go on.
Circus cunts from Roblox to the rescue.
Oh yeah. Have they actually signed up as circus cunts?
Yes.
I mean, who was it? There was a weightlifter, some clowns in a car, and that little warden that you have to clop on the head every level to make his key.
He's got a big hat, hasn't he?
Yeah. I mean, what are we going to do with a bunch of Victorian circus bastards?
I don't know how they're going to even look after elites. They can barely keep hold of like some small little elephant.
Yeah, some curly moustache bloke doing calisthenics isn't going to inspire the elites, is it? No.
Although it might attract Rolo.
Rolo is cute. He could come and hang around in the shed with us, couldn't he?
He could.
In fact, I know he can't, because I know he could use his truck to suck things up, and I know what you do, Stu.
I'll get him to suck up...
Yeah, we know.
He's a child, Stu, for fuck's sake. Stop being an elephant nonce. We've only got a fox nonce over there with Ryan. We can't have an elephant nonce as well.
Mine's a legitimate reason, though.
No, there's not a legitimate reason for noncery, Ryan.
I'm not attracted to the fox. I'm just saying he shouldn't have a bum plug.
What, you got to take it off him,
Ryan's against him. Yeah, Ryan's against tails, not for tails.
Ryan's got to take it out with his teeth. Anyway, let's
have a look at another more applicants.
Yeah, let's have a look.
We've had one that's pretty. Looks like it's been written with a pen in your mouth. It's Ripperoo, I think it says.
Oh, okay.
Because it's that weird dog thing that's in a straitjacket from Crash
I
Bandicoot.
remember he was
Kangaroo.
Suppose he would be a kangaroo.
It would be a kangaroo. Yeah, that weird blue kangaroo thing. Yeah. I'm all for kangaroos because they are pretty buff creatures, but I don't really want a crazy one looking after some elites.
Yeah,
Fuck around with TNT a lot as well.
Yeah, that's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
If he blows a hole in the wrong thing, then all demons will break out. We certainly don't want that. Yeah, sorry, Ryan, might have to turn that one down. I've seen another...
No, go on.
I've seen another one, another cover letter that might be worth mentioning. I'm just going to read this out for you as best I can. It's a bit weird, but dear wizards. Lots of love, the weird handhead people from Alex Kidd. What do I do with that?
Was that an audio thing, or did they write the doodaloos down?
They wrote the doodaloos down.
Oh, right. How did you know what tunes to do?
I'm well versed in doodaloos, my friends.
I mean, they could be useful, but did he talk?
Yeah, they go and text appears over their heads.
Oh, not these guys.
Oh, yeah, they do, don't they? They go and all this text just appears, and then. But can elites read English?
Well, I don't know. They start talking English in Halo 2.
Oh, that's true.
I always wrote it in my head. It's because that someone gave Master Chief some kind of translation software for his helmet, but I might have made that up to make it more believable for me. I don't know.
I don't know if I could be bothered reading subtitles though and listening to.
Do you know what's fantastic? This crisp thing deletes the sound that you two are making.
It does. I know.
It's like that because I've not read it, so I can say it. All right, so yeah, maybe not those guys though. You reckon? What do you think?
No.
They're a bit. I mean, they're a bit of a one-trick pony. Play rock paper scissors with them. That's all they could do.
Yeah.
Anyone with open palm for a face is frankly fucking creepy.
I wanted a continuous wanking symbol as well.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, the old hand gesture for fucking wanker. Where it's kind of you put your thumb and your finger next to your thumb together in a circle, splay the remaining three fingers, and then kind of move your hand in a wanky motion. Like that. Not that you can see it, this is an audio medium.
If there was a fourth one who had the OK symbol but upside down.
Yeah, and there's a fifth one that's the shocker.
Around sponging you.
Or shocker head.
Shocker head, yeah.
The old
That's what I just said, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Ryan. Did you pick that out?
I was agreeing with you.
It's the old...
Yeah, I know, yeah. Oh, God, it's Shocker. Here he goes again.
Spider-Man's like, oh, no, it's Shocker. Oh, no, it's that Shocker. Alex Kidd just getting...
He's like shockering you.
Alex Kidd's just going, Anyway, enough of that. That's a very odd scene we've just described there. Any more bosses that we want to have a look into on this one? I see there's at least one more letter, so let's have a look.
We'll have a look at the letter in a minute. So let's just read off some of these other ones that might not make the cut, to be honest. They've got that buff koala from called Koala Kong, from Crash Bandicoot 1.
Koala cunt more like. Not over him.
Yeah, he just likes to throw rocks at you.
I hear he's racist. I don't want him.
Right, just fuck him off then.
I've seen one that might be interesting.
Yeah?
I've seen one.
Go on.
On the list. Goro.
Oh, yeah. All forearms. Yeah, he's alright, isn't he? Shang Tsung would miss him, I think. If he came and worked for us.
I reckon he could control the elites quite well.
Yeah, because I remember playing it on the SNES when his ranged attack was he just chuck watermelons at you. Do loads of damage.
Yeah. Well, he's been employed as a second boss for how many years now? 20 plus years?
Yeah, he's been busy, hasn't he, really?
Yeah, he's got a good CV.
I always imagine him to look like the animatronics one from the movie. Looks like with his big googly eyes, looking sad when he gets punched in the nuts. Yeah, would you employ him, though? Would you be
Why not?
Yeah, you're right.
It'd be useful. He's got 4 arms.
Should we put him on the list? On the short list?
Shortlist him, yeah.
Yeah, let's shortlist him. Who else have we got?
What about Neo Cortex?
Is he the guy with the massive yed?
Yeah.
Well, what skills has he got?
Well, he can build contraptions, can't he?
Oh, this sounds a bit like another guy we know who keeps applying for things at the Wizard's Tower who can build contraptions. That are shit. Dr. fucking Robotnik. Are those two working together?
Robotnik might be alright.
Robotnik, have you seen the guy? All of his inventions are crap. The elites will make a fool of him. He's thick. There's no denying that.
He's thick. He's got nice little robots.
Yep. But could he keep the elites organised?
I don't see why not. He can control a legion of robots.
Well, okay, so...
Yeah, but they're robots he's programmed, though, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, true. He's not got proven managerial experience, has he?
You can't program a 7-foot-tall, Wubadaring creature in colourful armour.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it's not what happened, is it? I've got Emerald and Ruby weapon from Final Fantasy VII, which are literally gigantic robots that are really hard to kill. The only problem is they're gigantic, so they would have nowhere to live.
Can they control people?
Well, they're impossible to kill, so I guess if they told you to do something, you'd probably do it.
Yeah, true.
But I say they've got nowhere to live. They might knock over the Wizard's Tower by accident. There's too many risks.
Yeah, they might run over the shed as well.
Yeah, and Emerald weapon lives underwater as well. I don't think there's an ocean around here.
No.
No, sorry guys, you're out. Can't have you two. Who else have we got?
What about the Arkham Knight?
The Arkham Knight. I admit I don't know much about him. Tell me about him.
Well, spoilers for the game that came out 5 years ago. The Arkham Knight was they hinted at was a new character created just for the Arkham Knight game.
No, the way you're saying it makes it sound like he's not.
No, I figured it out without the spoilers. It's Jason Todd, essentially, when he comes back as Robin, but he's a baddie for a bit, and they just turned him into the Arkham Knight.
What's his skills?
But it's Batman's skills.
Oh, right, so he's just a mirror of Batman.
It's Robin, innit? So, yeah. Jason Todd was the angry Robin. So, it's a bit... Yeah.
I mean, too angry. I don't want an angry guy working here. I've already got the wizards to contend with.
It's not that angry. It's just violent. Like, taking it too far, sort of thing. That's why he got...
Is he not a loose cannon, though?
A little bit, but he cries a bit every now and again because Batman left him to die by the Joker.
Has he got managerial experience?
Well, he operates as the leader of the Arkham's army, whatever they were called, legions of baddies that take over Gotham quite effectively.
Oh, interesting.
And he's also got an army of drones with tanks and helicopters and shit.
Well, that sounds all right, doesn't it?
Seeming limitless money, and he also has Deathstroke working for him as well.
Okay, well, he sounds interesting then. I will trust your judgment on that one, Ryan, and put him on the shortlist.
Yeah, all right then.
I found an application for Dr. William Birkin, who's a brilliant scientist, but the problem is he's injected himself with the G virus from Resident Evil. So he might either be a slightly mutated man with an iron bar, a steadily more mutated creature, or just a giant blob with teeth and tentacles in the back of a train. I don't think he'd be able to control many elites.
No, not if he's a blob.
No, he sounds like he can barely control himself. I don't want him on the job here, quite frankly.
What about M. Bison?
Well, M. Bison's good, isn't he? The problem is, he might try and take control. I'm not sure if he might try and kick the wizards out at some point. You know what he's like?
He might get a bit power hungry.
Yeah, I mean, for the wizards, it'll be the worst day of their lives. For M. Bison, it'll just be Tuesday. But that was a reference to the movie, if anyone got that one. But I think he's probably a bit too ambitious.
Yeah.
I've also found this was written on a piece of soggy paper. I don't know where they picked it up from, but all the bosses from Streets of Rage want consideration, including knockoff Ultimate Warrior and knockoff Wolverine.
Oh, interesting. What about those two thick boys that spit fire?
Yeah, when you try to throw them, you just fall over. They were cool. Oh, they were a pain in the ass then, weren't they? Or, worst was, the Blaze clones that were undefeatable, pretty much. Fucking hated them.
Streets of Rage bosses. Interesting.
Problem is, you can't employ them all, can we? The wizard said one. So I don't know if it
would have to be Mr. X then.
Again, he's quite ambitious, isn't he?
Yeah, but if he likes to work in towers.
He does, that's true. He does love a good tower. But again, he couldn't be at the top of the tower, but he don't sulk about that.
Oh, he's got he'd be second to the top of the tower, wouldn't he?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, what's his moves? He's got a Tommy gun, and he can hit you with the Tommy gun and shoot you with the Tommy gun. That's pretty much his moves, isn't it?
And oppression.
Oppression, yeah. And really good music. He's got really good music.
Yeah, good music.
Speaking of...
does he bring his music with him?
Shed to his music, yeah.
Speaking of which, a quick aside, I found that option in Streets of Rage 4, Ryan, for the retro music, and oh yes, it's so much better.
And it's amazing.
I was sat listening to the main menu music for about 5 minutes the other day.
Yeah, it's even got the old character selects music as well, hasn't it?
Yes, it's so good. Oh, I love it. Anyway, enough fanboying over Streets of Rage. Right, any more letters? Oh, guys, I found one. This one's on burnt paper. It says, "Salutations from hell. Give me this job. I am strong, cybernetically enhanced, and literally a demon. If you don't give me this opportunity, then you better have a BFG 9000 handy." Well, that's not how you apply for a job, is it?
Cyber demon.
Fucking cyber cunt, more like. He's not having the job after that attitude.
Does he manage people, or is he just meet like a
I'll be honest,
shooty thing?
I don't know how hell works, I'll be honest with you. It seems a bit random to me. They all just walk about going, oh, boom, and noises like that. And then just...
I think it's the hell priests that are in charge, the ones from Eternal.
Ah, right. Well, could they... Oh, I don't think a cyber demon's got the chops for it then, has he?
No. What about Spider Mastermind? I think he's applied as well.
He is a mastermind, and he is a spider. That's two cool things. I mean, personally, I would shortlist him because I think he's fucking wicked. But that's just me.
Yeah, well, he's a bit scary to look at, but I reckon you could get used to him.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't ask me to grease his pistons and valves all the time.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's been enough greasing pistons. There hasn't there? Piston dicks all over the place. We don't know any more of that.
I'm still upset that we didn't get the Strog out with the piston dick.
You were just living the dream, weren't you? You were looking forward to it.
You'd volunteer, wouldn't you?
I would.
Make me a Strog, make me a Strog.
Oh, me first!
Make me a Strog, give me a piston dick!
Do me dick, do me dick, do me dick! Oh my god. We all know Stu so well. Probably too well. I had another one in mind, but I can't think what it was now. You know, something pops into your head and then pops back out again. Ah, fuck it.
I've got a couple we can read out then. What about Jack of Blades?
Who's Jack of Blades?
From Fable 1.
Tell me about
The
him.
guy that was power...
Yeah,
the guy that
I know
wore that... The guy that was power hungry wanted to just get that magical sword to rule the world.
Mate, you killed your sister.
No, the sword does.
Oh, yeah.
He sounds like a right Jebbo. I mean, what's his skills?
It's got a lot of magic, hasn't he? And he fires arrows at you from a distance.
Oh, okay. Well, what do you guys think? Would you employ him?
Not really.
No. That's fair. Okay. Is there any more bosses we can think of? Speak now or forever hold your peace.
About the Ethereals from XCOM.
Tell me about them.
Psionic people that kept all the other aliens in check
when
they invaded Earth.
Are they like yellow, like made of data people?
No, they're got big heads and they wear big purple cloaks and they float around a bit.
Yes, I know the ones. They steal your brains, take over you. I remember.
Yeah, but they've got loads of psionic attacks. They're like the last boss.
Yeah, I remember those. They are quite powerful. But
Yeah.
would the wizards get a bit envious with them having like super brains?
Yeah, I think they'd get a bit jealous, wouldn't they, actually, yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to go down that fucking road. Tell you who's not getting the job, even though he applied for it 3 times. Micah fucking Cuntin Bell from Red Dead 2. He can suck 1,000 molten dicks.
What about Dowd from Dishonored?
Well, he's got some good skills. He can teleport, he can slow down time. He wears a cool gas mask.
He's got a nice coat.
He has got a nice coat, hasn't he? Can we employ someone on the strength of the coat?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What do you think, Stu? Would you shortlist someone on the strength of his coat?
Yeah.
All right, that was on the shortlist. Very, very scientific, this.
What about General Shepherd?
No, he's a cunt. What's he going to do? Stab you in the back?
Betrayer. Yeah. Fucking, what are your skills? I like to betray people.
Yeah, so how would that work? If an elite's out of line, would he like befriend them and say they're really cool, and then stab them
What
and
about
kill
his
them?
mate, Zakayev?
Zakayev, which one was he?
The Russian baddie, isn't he?
Was he the fellow whose arm gets shot off?
Isn't he like the mastermind
Oh,
fella?
Makarov.
Who, like, oh yeah, Makarov, yeah.
Makarov.
Oh yeah, Zakayev is the old guy, isn't he?
Wasn't Makarov voiced by Timothy Olyphant? Or did I just imagine that? I don't know why I need to know.
The elephant.
Yeah, he was in Deadwood, and he was Hitman in the first shit Hitman movie.
Oh yeah.
That movie, man, that movie. I've got a lot to say about that movie if we ever go down the path of movie podcasts. Let's have a look. I need to know now. Sorry about this, everyone. I know this is
random idea for a future episode. We should do a watch along for the original Punisher film, the Tom Jane one.
Oh, yes. I saw the end of that recently. It wasn't good.
Me, Ryan used to bum it.
Well,
Yeah, so you watch it back.
yeah, there's a lot of films like that, though, isn't there, where you used to think they were well good, and when you watch it back, it's like, shit, this is fucking terrible. What?
Got fucking John Travolta in it.
Yes! Is he the baddie?
Yeah.
The Trav Master himself. All right, then. I think we have to make a decision, guys. We have to choose between all these bosses. Who's going to have the job? And for my vote, for what it's worth, Spider Mastermind.
Just to throw in one more, what about Zinyak from Saints Row 4?
Was he the alien overlord guy?
Yeah.
So he traps everyone in the Matrix. Is his sort of thing.
Yeah, I don't want to be in a Matrix.
Nah, the Matrix is shit. Those sequels were terrible. Good thinking though, Ryan.
Just speaking of simulations and stuff, I've just recently joined a new Reddit subreddit even. It's called Outside, and it's just people talking about the fact that it's MMORPG with 7 billion active players.
Well, it's true. I like it. So anyway, who we having? I'm going to stick with Spider Mastermind.
So the shortlisted, you've got Goro, Spider Mastermind, Dowd, the Arkham Knight, and that was it.
I like the Spider Mastermind. He's a brain in a spider mech with a gun.
I like the Arkham Knight.
I like Goro.
Oh, guys, we're stuck at a bit of an impasse here. How are we going to solve this?
Just fight to the death.
We can't.
Well, give you reasons why. Why do you want Goro to jump?
Fight. There you go.
Because he spent the last 20 odd years being a second boss, and he's got 4 arms and he's fucking hench.
And you can whack watermelons at people from across the room.
Yeah, and he's fucking swole.
That is swole. He is swole, isn't he? Ryan, why do you want the Arkham Knight?
Well, because he was a second boss only to Scarecrow for half of the game until you defeated Scarecrow, and then he come after you again. He commanded a legion of fellas, all tactically after Batman, and he learnt all his weaknesses to use them against him.
Okay, yeah.
And it's just as tactically minded as Batman as well, so it might work quite well at organising all the elites.
No, there is an argument for that. Now, I think Spider Mastermind, just hear me out here, guys. This argument is irrefutable. Giant brain, mech legs, gun. Hell. Come on. Spider is key to this argument. What do you reckon?
What noise do spiders make? Just refresh my memory.
Although I imagine the Spider Master is because he's a mastermind, he'd be quite posh. He'd be like, good sir, like that.
Or would it all be in your head?
Maybe he would, yeah. But he still have a posh accent, even though he's in your head. Hello, I'm the Spider Mastermind. Good day. Like that. Alright, so we've actually gone offline to fight to the death over it, but we decided not to in the end, because all of a sudden, we had a flash of inspiration. It's clearly Goro, isn't it, guys?
I think so. I reckon he could control the elites, and he's fucking buff.
Yeah, I mean, the elites are quite buff themselves, so they'd probably quite like to have him around, wouldn't they?
She just wants to get fucking whacked off by Goro's 4 arms.
How would you do it?
Wouldn't.
How would you do it? Would you have one hand cupping your balls, one hand on the shaft, one hand working the tip, and one hand just like stroking your neck or something?
No. I thought about it. One on your balls, one on your bumhole, one on your cock, and then the other one nestling your head.
I just like the way he said, no, I thought about it. It's like, how long have you been thinking about this, Ryan?
Not the head as the tip of your cock. I mean, your actual head. He could stroke your hair while doing it.
They were my little kisses.
They were my $500 sunglasses, asshole. Don't worry about it. I can make all this better. You can make it all go away. All right, it's on then. Goro wins. So Goro will now command the elites. Ooh.
Yep.
That was exciting, wasn't it? No. At least not all these jobs the Wizards give us are bad. So, Ryan, I think it's about time you reveal your entry into the new rendition of the overly long name game, which I can't remember the name of.
The overly long name game.
The epically long name game trifecta edition.
That's the one. The trifecta game. Let's just call it.
Okay. So my entry is the habitable planetary body of adversary conflict. Continued displeasure brought upon innocent lives from the decomposition monarch reawoken from the frozen northern wastes.
Blimey, that was like poetry.
I'll read it one more time. It's the habitable planetary body of adversary conflict. Continued displeasure brought upon innocent lives from the decomposition monarch reawoken from the frozen northern wastes.
So yeah, if you think you know that and Stu's entry, then prepare yourself for my entry, which is coming... prepare yourself for my entry. Ooh, sexy!
Ooh.
Which will be coming up after the next part of the podcast, which is, of course, the Wizard's Tower, which, of course, now means we have to go over to the fucking Wizards. Are we ready?
Well, just before we throw it over to them, we've got another fucking call waiting.
Oh,
Well,
fucking hell.
another voicemail come through.
Let's get it listened to then, go ahead.
Let's see who it is.
The message for Shart Select. Come on, guys. What you're doing with the cam wizards and the powers is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Sort it out or I kill you.
The ex-governor of California.
Was that I?
Sounded like it.
Yeah, it did a bit. He sounded a bit cross, didn't he? What's his beef?
Well, obviously he doesn't like cum wizards.
I bet.
Bizarre.
I think he's trying to cover for the fact that he fucking loves them. I bet he's all be like, I love the cum wizards, like that. But don't tell him I did that impression if he knows the wizards, he'll be pissed off. How does he?
Yeah, now that you know. Yeah.
How does he know him?
Why have they never told us that they know Arnie?
No, maybe it's like not a big deal for them. Maybe it's like because he's because he's from the real world. Like, oh, who cares? He's just some buff cow guy or whatever.
He's just some fucking muggle.
A muggle. Dirty mudblood, whatever they call it.
Decumbloods.
That's definitely what he calls them. All right then. Before we get carried away slagging them off, let's head over to the Wizard's Tower, shall we? Oh no! Gentlemen, I think it's that time of the week again, where we must rate a video game upon our great altar of tiering. Who wants to go first?
Yes, the Wizard's Tower.
Yes, Master Wizard 1. What do you have for us today?
I could go for... I've got one I'd like to mention, yes.
Go ahead, my son. Who's not my son?
Yes, I've been playing XCOM Chimera Squad.
Ooh, tell me about it, stud.
Yes, it only came out a couple of months ago, and I've been playing it quite often. I wouldn't say non-stop because I've got other games to play, but yes. And it's reasonably priced, to be honest. I think it's about £20 or
Not
maybe
bad.
30. Not because but essentially it's not a full game. It's like an add-on, if you will, essentially.
Ah, yes.
Just gotta cast my mortal voice to talk a little bit faster.
Okay.
Right, yeah, so XCOM Chimera Squad, instead of having customization of your characters, instead you recruit already characters with their own skill trees that you unlock.
Yes, okay.
So I've just unlocked someone called Zephyr, who is an alien, but he specialises in running around and punching people to death. I've also got a snake lady, as well as some human characters as well, and a bloke with a shield. So they've all got different skill sets, and there's no like palette swaps of the same people. They're all different that you can get. And essentially it takes place after XCOM 2, and City 31, where it's set, is like a happy utopia of humans and aliens alike living together, working together.
Sounds good.
Yes, and Chimera Squad is it's kind of, if you imagine it, it's kind of like SWAT team.
Yes.
And you can have up to 4 in a squad at a time.
Yes.
And then what you do is you choose which mission you want to do in whatever district, and there's 3 opposing factions you have to choose to investigate first, and depending on which one you choose is what type of enemies come up against you. So then I've got some guys at the moment that have got mechs, death them horrible chrysalid things that run at you and swipe you and kill you straight away, more or less.
I hate those.
It plays a bit different to normal XCOM, because what it is, it's sort of like you have a set amount of encounters throughout the level, so it'd be like anywhere between 1 and 4, and then each encounter is like one room. So it's like you can breach and clear, or like drop a flashbang in and then run in, and then you get your first turn as you breach. So then you can kill as many as you can, like there, and then it goes into the turn-based strategy as it always was. But this time, rather than you have your turn, then the enemy have their turn, it has a timetable, and then it's mixed on by each person. So you might have like 2 of your guys, and then it'd be 1 of theirs, and then you again, and then 2 of theirs, or whatever. It's mixed up.
Like active time battle in a JRPG.
Well, I've never played a JRPG, but yeah, I guess so.
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I've enjoyed it. The story's pretty good. There's no like proper cutscenes in it. It's like still images, like a cartoon portrait comes up, and then a speech bubble as it's read out, and then another one pops up and it's read out.
Sounds good.
It is good. It is good. It plays really well as well.
Is good the rating you would give it?
Oh, I'm torn. Yeah, I think I'll stick it in good. It's very close to being thick, but not quite, because like I said, it's like I wouldn't class it as it is obviously it's a full game, but it's not like a full what you'd expect from a full price release, because it's not full price.
Yes, it's sort of somewhere in the middle.
Yes, so it is. If there was a level, I'd give it very good.
Very good, which is not the level, but it's what I just said. Well, thank you very much, Master Wizard 1, for your entry into the Wizard's Tower. Next up is
What
Master...
tier is it going on? What tier did you say was going on?
Good, he said.
Oh, okay.
Master Cumrag, your turn next, you little fucker.
Oh, have we done rock and roll racing yet?
Yes, I did that one. Or maybe you did it. One of us did it anyway.
Crap.
Do you want me to go whilst you're thinking?
Yes.
Okay, let me put my mortal voice on. That's better. Okay, so I'm going to review a little game called Bomber Crew, which I found on the Switch eStore for £2 or something. It's by a little indie studio called Runner Duck. And the game is that you're the crew of a World War II bomber, and you've got to keep them alive whilst they go on missions. So you have to make sure the bomber stays on course and gets to target. Then you've got to make sure they drop the bombs at the right time and that they fight off all the enemy fighters. Then you've got to get them home. But whilst it's happening, obviously you've got the Luftwaffe filling the plane full of fucking holes. And, like, the engines can break, or there's fires on board, and, like, the hydraulics fail and stuff. You have to get the crew running around trying to fix everything, whilst also keep everything... It's like, basically, it's like you're spinning every plate in the fucking world trying to keep this bomber up in the air. It's well good. It's a roguelike, I believe. It's like XCOM, like if a character dies, you just have to replace them. It's that kind of game. But it's really... The only problem is the difficulty is weird on it. Like, missions that are meant to be hard are sometimes easy. Missions that are meant to be easy. I did one before where a German ace showed up and he absolutely battered me. Like, 3 of my crew died, but one of my landing gear wouldn't come down, so I just crashed at the end of the mission on the runway. It's good, though. The graphics are all sort of cartoony, I'd say. Like, quite simple graphics. But it is really good. You can customise the equipment, you can customise the plane, you can train people in secondary jobs. So, yeah, I would say it's very good. Have any of you guys seen it anywhere?
Seen it before on... I think it might have been on Game Pass.
Yeah, it's really good. I recommend... If it's still there, I recommend giving it a try. It's quite addictive once you get into it. It's the kind of game Ryan would like as well. I bet it's on Steam pretty cheap.
Who's Ryan? Oh, that bastard.
Yeah, that creep from down in the shed. Continue. But anyway, yeah, that's why I would give that game, I would say, probably same as XCOM Chimera Squad. I'll give it a good. Just because I think there's probably some room for improvement there with the weird difficulty spikes and stuff. But it is really enjoyable. And now I'm going back to my normal voice. Oh, thank fuck for that. That guy's got a nasal voice like a ferret. Come, Rag, have you chosen a game yet?
Yes, I've chosen Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves?
Yes.
Do tell.
It's a It's a online game. I suppose you could play it solo, but there'd be no point in it. It'd be a very dull experience, I believe. But if you have a full squad, 1 second. If you have a full squad,
What was that?
What do you mean? I was just putting my normal voice on.
Oh, good.
My cover voice.
Yes.
If you have a full crew of maybe 4 people, it's really fun. So one person has to steer the ship, one person has to tell the ship where to go. People have to work the sails, repair damage, bail out the water from the dinghy, restock the cannons. And then every now and again you might just get jumped by a ghost ship that you have to try and fight off, and then everyone's jobs have to change. You have to run around try and survive. The only problem with it is repetitive as fuck. You basically get a mission which is get treasure from an island. You go to the island, get the treasure, take it back, and that's it. Rinse and repeat.
Ooh.
But I think the later updates have thrown in extra stuff to do, like extra customization options and all sorts of microtransaction-y stuff. Like I say, if you play it with a group of people, it's a good laugh. But yeah, for that reason, I'd probably only give it okay.
That's a fair assessment, Master Cumbrack. I very much enjoyed your reviews, boys. Thank you for joining in. Don't forget to reset your voices back, okay?
Oh, yes.
All right, very good. Let's back to those cunts in the shed.
Bye.
What?
Bye.
Why?
Because they're dirty little cunts.
I said bye.
Well,
Not
bye.
why.
I thought you said why. Sorry, I've got some suspicious fluid in my ears from the earlier explosion. I should have recharged my meat staff quicker. My bad. Okay, thanks, wizards. Those guys do go on, don't they? Do you ever find it's weird that they use our voices?
Yeah, why don't you just use any voice?
Yeah, I feel a bit kind of violated, really.
You know what I miss though?
What's that?
When they used to jump out of the tower in whimsical ways, and then we'd watch them.
Yeah, it's a bit weird, that, wasn't it? It's when it started falling through the roof of the shed, it got a bit awkward.
Yeah, there'd be a point where they'd just be falling out of the window every couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Every week.
Yeah, just the elite's catching them with banshees now, anyway. It's part of the job, isn't it?
Yeah.
Defend the idiots from themselves. Anyway, next up, following on from the trifecta overly long name game from before, I've got my entry if you guys are ready for it. Right. Get my dramatic reading voice on. From an advantageous position of rank, relay instructions while simultaneously using crushing force and tactical knowledge to overrun enemy positions and gain control of territory. A high level of preparedness, customarily donated by a specific pigment. What do you think of that one?
What?
One more time. From an advantageous position of rank, relay instructions while simultaneously using crushing force and tactical knowledge to overrun enemy positions and gain control of territory. A high level of preparedness customarily denoted by a specific pigment. So yeah, there you go.
Right, okay.
If you think you know all three, please let us know at ShartSelectPod on Twitter or email us shartselect@gmail.com and you will be in the running for super sexy prizes.
And we'll read out all the guesses that people have, so the more episodes you listen to, the more chances you have of getting those prizes.
Yeah, that'd be good, that. And of course, getting a mention on this beautiful podcast of ours.
Yeah, we need to bring back a thing as well soon. What people responses.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I used to enjoy what people responses. We definitely need that back, don't we? Well, folks, we've now reached that important part of the podcast, which the bit where I used to ramble on for too long. So now we pass it on to Ryan. Before Ryan closes us off, Stu, any last thoughts?
Chode.
Well said.
Yep.
Ryan, any last thoughts before you begin your outro process?
No, not really.
All right, then.
Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs, stay in school, become a wizard.
Do your prayers, eat your vegetables.
Sleep with one eye open, clutching your pillow tight.
Never mind the noise under your bed. It's just Ryan.
Wanking, as usual.
No, I do it from the ceiling, I do.
You what?
I suspend from the ceiling.
Like a dirty, like a slimy Tom Cruise.
Slimy Spider-Man. It's not webbing.
Go web. Gross. Go on, Ryan.
Right, so yeah, we've been Shart Select. Bye.
No, you have to do more than that.
Do I? You already said it at the start.
We have to reiterate Patreon and stuff like that. Come on.
Fuck's sake. Right, so you've been listening to Shart Select, Season 5. We're back. You can find us on Twitter at Shart Select Pod and all of the other socials at Shart Select Pod as well. If you really want to, yes, you can support us on Patreon at www.patreon.com/Shart Select. I've been Ryan at Shart Select Ryan on Twitter. Over there's Winstolf at Winstolf at Twitter. And if you want Stuart, he's on the Twitter at Shart Select Pod. You can find his personal one at Digeztive 1 with his, but he doesn't use that very often.
Yeah, I think he'll just be confused.
So yeah, bye.
Bye. Bye everyone. Thanks for playing.
Yeah, bye.
Don't forget sending your answers to the name game, or there won't be prizes. Bye. 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 There you go. How's that?
Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah, bye.